13th of the 3rd, 2019, Unit 13 pitch.
This is my FMP pitch for promotional video. Thank you. So my initial research and my initial idea was to make a promotional video for a local nightclub called Flame. That is the Flame banner as well there. My idea was that what I wanted to look into was something that kind of had a twist of what I've learned in this whole college course together and what I'll be going into in university. So I'll be going into international events management, and I wanted something that will show off the kind of production skills that I've learned in the college course and something that I will hopefully be going into in the future. So what I did look at was existing professional products. So I did look at I looked at 2 different promotional videos for nightclubs, and I also looked at promotional videos just in general, just to see how they're made, and to be able to find the codes and conventions of what I'm looking for. I did do some research into codes and conventions of promotional video, so I know what it is I'm looking for, and I know how they're made and what they're used for, where they're put, and so my research showed to me that through a survey that I did, that I sent out onto various kind of forums and things like that, said that most promotional videos come up as pop-ups on social media to most people, so whether it's like sponsored or something like that, that's where they usually find them, which really helped me kind of work out how I want to make mine and what I wanted to make it look like and where I want to put it, because that research told me that's where they should be put and that's where most people are seeing them. I looked into how to create the perfect promotional video. So that was just a YouTube tutorial that I found, which kind of showed me different angles and shots and how, if it's a product that they're promoting, how to promote the product, or if it's an event that they're promoting, how to make it look better than what it kind of is, if that makes sense. So how to do different angles or different shots, or make it look more fuller, or how to add in different background music to make that background music sound like it's actually happening at the time. The next slide. There we go. So, as I said, university inspiration. So what I did was I looked at the university that I'm hoping to go to, which is Brighton University, and I saw the different units that I will be studying there, and one of them was promotion. It wasn't a promotional video, but it was promotion of an event, which is what I'm kind of looking to go into, and that was what I looked into. That really helped me kind of get my final idea for what I want to do. Could I first go to the battery?
Okay, let me try the second link.
Yes.
Okay, we've got that here.
Yeah, thank you. So this was the promotional video for a nightclub in St Albans, which isn't too far from Luton. It is one of the biggest nightclubs in St Albans. However, Flame is the biggest nightclub in Luton, but it is a lot smaller compared to Batchwood. So this was the promotional video, existing promotional video for Batchwood, which gave me a lot of inspiration as to what I would mine to look like. From like the flashing lights to, obviously it's a bit light because you can't really see how dark it is, showing the DJ booth, showing different people dancing. I think at the beginning you see someone walking through champagne bottles, so it really makes people feel like they're a VIP. So that bit there just kind of makes you want to go there, I think. So because you see how like live it can get and how energetic it can be. And that's what I really want to create for the Flame promotional video. And especially because Flame doesn't have one, I feel like it would be something that's really nice to do for them, because they're a business that have been going for almost 17 years now, and they don't really have much publicity other than people knowing that it's there. Whereas I'd say that that's where Batchwood kind of has the upper hand, because they do have their promotional videos. And then this is the Prism one. So Prism is actually a brand, and it's got loads of different clubs up and down the country. Watford is the closest one to the one in Luton, and that one's a bit shorter. So this is a promotional video that they had for an event where Tom Zanetti was playing. So as you can see, it's sponsored by Smirnoff, which is really good because obviously that's something that the people that are buying into this brand already know of that brand. So it's something that they'll see and they'll think, oh, Smirnoff, they know what that is. I find with that video, it's really, really energetic. You've kind of got the orangey background to it, which creates a summer tone, and who doesn't love summer? So those two videos really, really, really helped me, and they were a really good inspiration for me because it's given me an idea of what I would mine to look like. Next slide. So this is a mood board that I've made. So as I mentioned already, that is the Flame kind of logo and banner. The picture right at the top, these are some pictures that I took when I went there to visit them the other day. It's weird being empty. And that's kind of the bar area, which again you've got the Flame logo right at the top of the bar. So what I kind of imagine is to be able to do some kind of like long shots of the bar, like zooming in and out, and do you want to like go along the bar, like film people just ordering drinks or anything like that. There's just one of us in Flame. So it shows you kind of the kind of fun you can have, and again you've got the Flame banner in the background. With that Flame banner, obviously I'm going to use it as graphics in my video, but I really want to make sure I use kind of where that shot is, because it says it really brightly, and I think it looks really nice, and it does light up as the night goes on as well. And then this here is a shot from, we've kind of got like a little stage area in there, and that's the shot of kind of the whole room in general, and then again you can see the banner over the bar, and you can kind of see how long the room is from that shot, a little bit better than the one up there. But those were some kind of test shots I took the other day when I went down there, just to kind of show, well, mainly to show you how big it is and what I can kind of do with the space. Obviously when there's a lot more people in there, it does sometimes look a little bit smaller, but I wanted to be able to show how big it is, what I can do with the space, and how I can film all around, especially if I stand on that kind of platform. You can get a shot of everywhere, like above heads, if that makes sense. So that's just one that I just wanted to include. And then just that photo up there just shows have a nice time, really. Next one. So my original idea, I wanted to create a promotional video for a local nightclub in Luton. And what I kind of want to include was how long they've been open as a business and what makes the club unique to others. Because in Luton, you have two main clubs that people go to, which is Flame or Off the Wall. In my experience, Flame is normally a lot busier than what Off the Wall is. And I've always wondered kind of why. And then when I went down to visit them the other day, they were saying it's because we're just a little bit more known, we've been here longer. A lot of people, when they're first going out, people who they talk to have experiences of going to Flame, so people say, I've just got to Flame, and that's where they have kind of that publicity from. They are also an LGBT club, so they do have a wide community in that section already. However, obviously it's open to everyone, everybody's welcome, but that they've just got a community all there themselves already. So I wanted to be able to make this promotional video for them, just because they are such a popular club, and had so many great times and things like that, so I kind of wanted to be able to help them. My next slide, please. So this is my target audience. So for my primary audience, got 18 to 25-year-olds. So I know normally people say, 18 to 30s, but I know most people, once they get past the 25-year-old point, they don't really go out as much. So I feel like the primary audience would be obviously 18-year-olds, they're first starting to go out, looking for places to go, they're not too sure. So we've got non-gender specific, so anybody can watch the video, it's not aimed at boys or girls. And then for the mosaic scale, you've got 0, so it would be the rental hubs, and 066, so the student scene, so the young people, people who are students at college or university, don't have much money, and so they're not looking to go too far out, so they can stay in their own town, and it is fairly cheap there. It's free entry before 11 and £5 afterwards, and most drinks start from about £2.90, so it is fairly cheap. So that's why I wanted to use the student scene as my target audience, because obviously as students I don't have much money. My secondary audience would be 26 to 30-year-olds, so maybe people that are starting to settle down but still like to go out every now and then. Again, non-gender specific. With this mosaic scale, I've got N, it's Moorish traditions, M56, it's self-supporters. So it's people that maybe have just bought their first house or have just moved out from their parents, maybe renting or something like that, and they still have a little bit of disposable income to go out, but it's not their favourite thing to do as much as what it was when they were younger. So I still wanted to be able to approach that audience, because I know sometimes you do still get some people that may go out for birthdays or things like that, but it's not like they were when they were younger, where they go out every single weekend just for the sake of it. My tertiary audience may not be agreed with, but I think it is a good audience, because I've done 15 to 17-year-olds. Obviously you're not allowed to go out at that age, but I know when I was 15, 17, that was all I was thinking about, was I can't wait till I get to 18, I can't wait to be able to go out. And I used to still get the adverts popping up on my Facebook or my Instagram, and I used to watch them and think, I can't wait to be able to go out there. So from my point of view, why I've targeted this audience in a tertiary way is because if they see this video when they're 15, they've got 3 years to then keep on seeing the video, and by the time they turn 18, the first place they may go would be Flame, because they've been thinking about it for 3 years. So that was my kind of thought process behind it. May not be agreed with, because obviously you are young and you're not meant to be watching things like that. But as you know, it still pops up on Facebook and things like that all the time, so I thought it was kind of a good idea. And then again, non-gender specific, because anyone can vote for Flame. So my technical resources. This will be the first time that I'll be working completely on my own, so I've always kind of had someone there to help me if I get stuck or anything like that. So all I wanted to kind of say was I'll be the camera person, I'll be the director, the producer, editor, everything, which is different for me because obviously I've never done it before, and it's a new challenge, and I think it would be a really nice way to show my progress from when I first started, and I used to be like terrified to do anything, to now to show what I've learned and the knowledge I've gained and everything like that, and show that I'm actually really proud of what I've learned from when I first came here. I didn't even know how to turn a microphone, and now I'm making a promotional video all by myself, so I'm really happy with that, and it's just something that I kind of wanted to show off really, because I'm proud of myself for even having the courage to be able to do something on my own. So the next one. The next slide is my schedule. So I haven't actually made a proper schedule because it will be filmed on a Saturday night, because obviously when speaking to Flame and I said, what is your busiest night of the week? Straight away before I even finished the sentence they said Saturday. Saturday is always busy. They said sometimes you may get a rare Friday that is a little bit busier than the Saturday, but more than likely they always said the first of every month on a Saturday it's round, so packed. So they said if you're going to come on the first of the month on a Saturday. So what I'm hoping to do is do that, to go out on the first of the month, bring everything that I need with me and film. So I don't have a set schedule of filming days. The only thing I really have is to know that I'm going to go out on the first of that month, film what I need to film, and then start kind of putting it all together, start processing it, get all the graphics ready. In the production week, while everybody else is out and filming, I'm going to be getting my graphics ready in college. So then that gives me a lot of time to edit and cut to the beat and things like that, stuff that I learned in year one, maybe have to go over it again. And if I'm not happy with it, I have all of that time there to be able to re-edit or get advice from other people, or even maybe have a one-to-one with the technician if I get confused or anything. So that was kind of my idea for the schedule. And yeah, that's all done. Any questions?
Good, well done. Okay, so I need to clarify this scheduleness.
Okay.
So you said to me that the Saturdays are most busy.
Yeah.
That's fine. So I appreciate you want to go and film when it's most busy.
Yeah.
And when you say you're filming on the Saturday, do you mean all day? Because are you not filming the location without people in it as well?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do some shots of it just clear.
And then agree this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so I'll go there in the day, film those shots, and then obviously come back at night once it's open to the public, then start filming where it's busy, everybody's there, people ordering their drinks, people dancing. That's, yeah, I should have made that a bit clearer.
Yeah. No, that's fine. But if you're going to do that on the first Saturday of the month, I assume you mean after payday, which would be the 6th of April. Ideally, next week is obviously pre-production. The week after would be production when you say you're going to make your graphics.
Yeah.
So the week after that, which is the week commencing the 1st of April, you would obviously have all of that week up until the Saturday until you actually film.
Yeah.
And then you would have obviously 2 weeks then to edit and write your evaluation, do your test screening before you need to hand it in.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to give yourself enough time?
I think if I do things timely, then yes, because I know I can just, if I put my head down and I do it, I can just do it because I've done it so many times before.
Okay.
So I reckon it will be fine because it's only a 30 to 60 second video, so it's not like it's a 5-minute video that is going to take me a while to edit, and because it is so short, if I do want to change it, I've got that time there to be able to
Do they want it to be that short?
Yeah, when I spoke to them yesterday, and on Saturday when I went there as well, I was saying from my research I found that promotional videos aren't that long. She said, what was you thinking? And I said, well, I found that they're about 30 to 60 seconds long. She said, that's perfect.
Okay.
So,
my second question then is, while I think it's admirable that you are really confident and proud of yourself to go and do all this on your own, I'm wondering whether you do need an extra camera person on the night. Just because there's going to be so much to capture, and I don't want you to get to the stage where you feel overwhelmed when you have missed shots of people handling their IDs or whatever it is at the beginning, and then something happening on the dance floor. I'm just wondering that if there was an additional camera operator, whether then you might actually be able to capture more that's happening at the same time, because the bits at the beginning, I understand when it's empty, they're fine. That's where you're going to get your really nice tracking shots of the bar, all that stuff. You're not going to get those when it's full.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But I'm wondering whether maybe it would just benefit you to have that second person. That might be something that you want to think about.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it is something to think about really, because I kind of do want to do it on my own and show that I can do some things on my own, but also I'd rather have quality over the...
But it's not I'm not saying it in terms of think that you're not going to get quality out of your camera.
Yeah.
I just mean in terms of actually capturing everything that's going on, because you want to get, if a barman's doing a nice bit of drink making, for example, you might want to spend, a good half hour watching the bar staff and getting some nice shots set up. Meanwhile, there might be a really nice dance off on the dance floor. So you know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to capture, and then like some nice shots of the DJ, and like you said, that shot of the flame and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm just wondering if between two of you could capture more quickly, because eventually it's going to get to a stage where people aren't going to want the camera there, and I definitely don't want you filming as the night goes on, because people are going to get drunk and there's equipment there and whatever else. So I'd definitely rather that the filming took place earlier on.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah. In terms of post-production, what kind of post-production techniques are you thinking of using?
Well, as I said, I want to be able to cut to the beat, so that is something that we learned in year one. So whether I can remember it or not, I'm not too sure. That's why I mentioned about maybe having a one-to-one something. So definitely, I want to be able to have the graphics kind of slide in.
Yeah.
So that would be something that I definitely have to have a one-to-one.